Are you ready to party? Woo! How many of you are a Phelps fan? Raise your hand. Isn't Michael Phelps amazing? I had to get into my room. I got in late last night, and the first thing I did, the bellman hadn't even brought in all my luggage. I had to turn on the TV and see if he did it. And he did! Oh my God, it was so amazing. Actually, Michael Phelps is my nephew. Not the same Michael Phelps, but I do have a Michael Phelps. He is bodaciously confident. He wants the gold. How many of you want the gold in Gold Canyon? Raise your hand. Are you ready to have the drive? Are you ready to get off your rear ends and work your business? How many of you are ready? Because I'm going to tell you, you will not win gold. You will not get the gold if you do not work. He practices. He has the drive. He has the ambition. He is willing to do what the mediocre will not do. Are you willing to do what the mediocre in Gold Canyon are not willing to do? Yes or yes? All right. Well, Colby gave me a lot of assignments today. And I said, how much time do I have? And he said, 45 minutes. And I'm like, you're kidding me. He goes, I always like to pull your chains, you know. So actually, what we're going to do today is teach you how to get parties, more parties, and more recruits. How many of you want more parties? Raise your hand. I want you to stand up right now. If you want to do at least 2 parties per week, stand up. Stand up. All right, I hope Colby and Kurt and Karen are looking around. Look at everybody. All right, keep standing if you want to do at least 3 parties per week. Keep standing. All right, give yourselves a hand. Hey, come on, that's a measly 12 hours a week. Come on. How many of you want to do at least 16 parties per week? Nah, I'm just kidding. I meant 4 parties, 16 hours. 4 parties, 16 hours. I just wanted to see if you were paying attention or not. How many of you have seen a good movie lately? How many of you read a good book lately? What happens when you see a good movie or read a good book? You blab it all over the place, don't you? You pick up that phone, you're just talking to everybody, you're like, oh my gosh, you gotta go see it. I, honest to God, think I should get commission on all the people I send to the theater. Because every time I see a good movie, I'm on the phone telling everyone. Do you know that that's the exact same thing you need to do with your Gold Canyon business? How many of you believe you have a good thing going with Gold Canyon? Raise your hand. You have a fantastic product. By the way, Karen, I don't know where you are, but thank you. She sent me a little goodie box. Oh, I love it. That bath line is incredible. I just don't even want to get out of the tub. My water's cold. It smells so good. I just never want to get out. But what happens is, once we have a good product, you have a great hostess program, and you have a great opportunity. But all of a sudden, something changes, because instead of just sharing willingly, it becomes a sales transaction, because you're going to make money on it. Do you know there is not a product sold? There is not one product on this earth that someone does not make money on. Do you understand that? Yes or yes? So be willing to take their money. Are you ready to take their money? They're going to give it to somebody. Let them give it to you. All right? Don't worry about whether they say no. Get over it. Offer the opportunity. Don't worry about the no. When you're worried about the no, you're worried about what you're just afraid of that rejection. And if you're afraid of rejection, who are you putting front and center? Yourself. Is that who needs to be front and center? No. So put your customer front and center. You stick those candles under their nose and say, smell this. How can you not buy one of these candles once they sniff it? I mean, it's like, don't tell me you don't want to smell this, just smell it, you know? I mean, you got to do what you got to do. If you want to move some product and you want to get people in this business, you got to do what you got to do. You cannot be worried about no. On your handout, do y'all have a handout from me? Okay, by the way, I have 2 speeds, 45 and 78. Those of you that are old enough to remember records will know what I'm talking about. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're too young to be here. No, just kidding. 45% of your success, on your handout, 45% of your success. Oh, they would like a few lights, please. And I don't have a problem with that. I don't have PowerPoint, so can we have a few lights? Ah, perfect. Oh, I can see you now. Hi. 45% of your success comes from prospecting. 45% of your success comes from prospecting. 20% of your success comes from good presentation skills. 20% of your success comes from good presentation skills. So do you understand that 65% of your success comes from finding people and telling them what you do? Can you do that? Yes or yes? All right, that's all you need to do. Find people, tell them what you do. 65% of your success will come from that. 20% of your success comes from product knowledge. Did you learn a lot about your product this weekend? Did you already know a lot when you came? Do you take time to study and find out everything you need to know? Give yourself a big hand. Raise your hand over your head, your right hand over your head. Put it over your back. Give yourself a pat on the shoulder. Because you came this weekend. You are on the road to success. You wanted to find out more. The last 15% of your success comes from personal and professional development. When you believe in you, you will do what you need to do in order to get trained to succeed. Michael Phelps, do you think that his training didn't cost an unbelievable amount of money for him to train, to develop all the knowledge, to develop the skills? I heard that some unbelievable amount, burns 4,000 calories. 8,000, and what was that in? How much? 12,000 a day? Well, somebody said, who knows? I'm listening to different news. He said 12,000 in a day. 12,000. Can you imagine how much food you could eat if you were burning 12,000 calories in a day? We could really eat and get away with it, you know. Anyways, he trains at the level that most people will not train at. You are training at a level that some people that are sitting home that said, oh no, I can't afford to go there. It's just way too much money. How many of you heard that from some of your team members? Yeah, and then you come home, you come home and they go, well, tell us everything, tell us what they did. And I'm like, how can you duplicate this when you get home? It's like you try to duplicate what you've learned here, and you try to give them all this enthusiasm and excitement. Don't they have to be here to experience it for themselves? I'm going to give you a tip if you're a leader right now. Do you know where you're going next year? Are we here again? Did you notice I said that? Are we here again? See, I did tell you last time to bring her back and pay her double. Now, you guys got the bring her back part.